then, so I just went off a whole step for all of them, so G sharp, D sharp, E, and another D sharp. Wait.
Oops.
E.
Your attempt.
Yeah, I wrote that.
Yeah. You were close.
Yeah.
So, what you tried to do, because this was up a perfect fifth, and this was up a major sixth, the difference between them is a whole step, i.e. a major second. The difference between the two is a major second. So instead of going up 9 half steps for everything, because you already got this one finished, take this answer, if it's correct, and move it up a major second to write for the alto clarinet. So that's D is up a major second from E. But the problem was, you went up a major second here. What's a major second up from B?
What did I even do up
See,
there?
Mrs. B?
By Mackenzie.
No, wrong.
Correct.
C sharp, D sharp, and then E.
There we go.
That's a mailman.
Well, she actually just dropped off the mail.
Stayed a while.
Hey, Mrs. B, was she here for a lesson?
No, she was cleaning her mouthpiece.
Oh, because she seemed kind of upset when she walked out. I guess she wasn't really upset.
No,
And then she slammed the door, too, so.
she did slam the door.
She said it right after.
And slams the door on her.
Okay,
Yeah.
so all of these notes are up a major second.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's a good excuse. Not gonna be good enough.
From all of these notes for English horn.
Yeah.
So then that holds true for the French horn. If you've got a French horn part and you need to rewrite it for alto sax or bari sax or E-flat alto clarinet, you would just take the music and write it up a major second. Does that make sense? Instead of starting back over here, and you can go back over here and go up a major ninth, but since you did all that other work here, it's just easier to go up a whole step. Save yourself some time. Again, a little bit of short division. Just got to make sure, Jamie, you had the great idea.
Yeah.
You just went up a third instead of a second on those two notes. Okay? All right, then I'm going to turn Lindsay around. Oops, hope she doesn't get air sickness or motion sickness. So she can see the class. Yay.
She can't see my face. I want to move that stand, though. There we go.
I'll get you in the picture. There we go.
That'll be good.
All right, then, what I want you to do is go to your book on page 72. Page 72.
Getting kind of nervous, you know.
No, you can't be on my book. Look what he's doing.
What a guy.
Did Lindsay meet Carl already?
Oh, no. Lindsay, we have a...
Be able to see
I,
that.
I have a new friend named Carl. We were hanging out all hour last hour, and now he's hanging out with us AP Music Theory people.
But she doesn't know what Carl is because he's blending in on the book.
Yeah.
Oh, Carl is a moth.
Yeah.
Once again, why I'm the smallest kid in the class. Or the, not class,
Family.
family.
Not youngest child.
Here, buddy, come on.
There. You got off.
There we go.
All right, so now, on assignment 3.13, we have some major work to do. We have a Mozart string quartet. What we're going to do is we're going to rearrange it for all of the instruments that we play in our group here.
Nice.
Okay? So, we're going to rewrite this for, and Manny, I just have to double check. you can read individual notes for banjo, right?
We do.
Good,
Just count, double check.
good. All right, so the instruments we are rewriting for are the following.
Let me write it down.
Tenor saxophone, cello, French horn, trombone, alto sax,
Oh, yeah.
and banjo.
French horn. Trombone, did you say?
Yep. Again, it's going to be tenor sax, cello, French horn, trombone, alto sax, banjo.
And then are we all gonna come together and play this?
You were all going to play it. Now, here's the deal. In this quartet of music, there are 4 individual parts. There's 2 parts in the treble clef, and there's 2 parts in the bass clef. It is up to you to decide who gets the top line, who gets the middle line, who gets the top line of the bass clef, and who gets the bottom line of the bass clef. Now, there's 4 parts, but there's 6 of you, which means 2 lines are going to be doubled by people.
All right.
So you have to decide who gets which parts, and then you have to write them.
All right.
Okay, I
So,
think
Jamie-
Jeremy.
No.
Sorry.
You're not gonna consult each other. You're all gonna decide who gets which parts.
Can we listen to the recording of this?
Sure.
Okay.
Okay? Because Jamie's part might look different from Manny's part, which might look different from Lindsay's part, which might look different from Jeremy's and Dustin's and Stephanie's. You each are going to work on this on your own,
Okay,
okay?
makes sense.
You're going to write it for each other though. So you have to write this music so each other, you can read each other's handwriting and you're going, yeah. And you're going to write it 2 ways. You're going to be the composer or the arranger, just like Bach and Mozart and Beethoven and all the others. So this is what you're going to have to do. So Lindsay, hang on to your seasickness pills. Here we go. Or motion sickness pills. We're going for a ride. Okay. For each player.
Maybe later.
Who cried to go to class?
For each player.
It's only.
Let's say I'm writing out for tenor saxophone. Okay? I am writing out. Here's the tenor saxophone music. Can we do that? Well, can Stephanie play that?
Yes.
No.
Yeah.
Up and down.
Okay. Improvisation, but we want to be able to read it. Then what we need to do is you need to write out on a separate section. So here's her music, it's all finished. Then I would skip a staff line, and then I would do the cello part. Same thing, write out the music. Skip a staff line, write out the banjo music. Skip a staff line, da-da-da-da.
You don't want us to, like, do it side by side?
Yes, that's coming next. Remember I said you have to do it 2 ways. Because you have to write out each individual part. And then you have to write out the conductor's part, which is my part.
So we're gonna have two.
So then, okay, so you've written out each person's music. The 8 measures or whatever it is. I think it's 9. Okay?
And that'll be given to them separately when we play it.
Right.
Okay.
Because each person needs their part to play their music. Then you need a conductor's score. And on the conductor's score is written according to who did you give the top line to? That top treble clef line to. Those parts go first. So let's say I'm going to do this fictitiously with different instruments so that you can't copy me.
He likes us.
I'm going to give the top line to the first bassoon player. Then I'm going to give the next line to the second bassoon player. Then I'm going to give the next line to the contrabassoon player.
Don't you usually do like the highest instrument to the top and
Yeah, but what if I'm writing for a quartet of bassoon players?
low quartets?
So the first bassoon player gets the top line, which means I have to transpose from treble clef to bass clef. The second bassoon is getting the second line, second part of the treble clef, and I would put that in there. The contrabassoon would get the top line, and then the second contrabassoon would get the bottom line, and I would put that in. Then I would write my music. And the bar lines go straight through. This would be measure 1. This would be measure 2. And let me take the actual music and write it in there. Oh, you know what? That's going to be a lot of sharps for the alto sax player. We're going to change the key. Yes. Oh no, we got some string players. Let's leave the key.
Okay.
We'll leave the key.
I should be able to handle
Okay. So, what's in the first measure? On the first line of the treble clef staff.
it. G sharp.
G sharp. So, I would then take that G sharp and put that in the bassoon player's part. Don't forget the time signature, but I'm trying to save on space. Okay? Then what's in the next part? What's on the second space of the treble clef?
It's E.
E.
One line E.
So I would change that to the bassoon part. Now, they also have ties. So there would be that tie. There would be that tie. Okay? What about the top line of the bass clef? What note is that, Jeremy?
Natural?
B natural. So I'm going to put that in my contrabassoon part. Now, notice all of these beats have to line up.